Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Um, Joining you live right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So let me just go on Instagram live as well. Go on Instagram live. Oh, hi guys. Just let me know where it is that you are joining me from. I'm actually setting up Instagram. Well, it's kind of dark right here. I'm trying to get the best light ever. So let's see. Let's see. Bear with me, guys, while I try to get the best. Oh, I'm trying to do Insta. Okay, there it is. There it is. I'm all set up. Right. How are you guys doing? So I'm actually not in Jamaica right now. Hey. Hey Shari, how you doing? So I'm actually not in Jamaica right now. I'm actually in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And to my Insta friends, I am live on Jamaicans.com Facebook page where I come on every 2 weeks to pretty much share experiences of inspiration, share stories of inspiration. Last time we were here, we had Kiddist McCoy on on here. Hey. And so right now, because I'm not in Jamaica, I was about to say, you know what, let me do this another time, but I decided to come on nonetheless and to get it going because I know that persons look out for it all the time right here on Facebook, which is predominantly where I'm, where I do the live from. So today, I just want to talk to you a little, share a little about my journey, my experience here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's quite an experience I've been having. So I got here when last week, I think it was Monday. Yes, last week Monday, and I have been just part of a workshop, just fashion cad. It's a workshop here right here in St. Vincent for fashion designers and persons in the fashion industry and stuff. And so we've been hosted by we had to move our venue, and we actually ended up at Fashion House Caribbean, which is run by Rondell, and that has been going well. So last week we were blessed, or over last week we were blessed with having Samantha Black from Project Runway season 11 rather, and also she was an all star finalist. So it was really good last week. We looked at Adobe Illustrator and using that to design collections and stuff, so that we were introduced to that. So Samantha had to leave. Her collection is actually Sammy B Designs. She had to leave this morning to go back to New York. And so tomorrow, starting from tomorrow, I'll be taking up the slack, and I will be doing, just the social media and stuff. I'll be doing the social media aspect of it. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I cannot take this call right now. Oops. Let me call you back. I'm actually on a live right now. So that's my husband calling me. Yeah, he's in Jamaica. But all right. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know. Let me just put my phone on silent. I didn't expect it to ring at this point, but I'll call him back later. So yeah, I'm gonna be here for 20 minutes. But the experience has been really good. And so I look forward to talking about, e-commerce and stuff, because I also have my online store, patwaapparel.com. And so I'm going to be talking about e-commerce and social media stuff. Hi, Laura. Good to have you over here. And so on my Facebook friends over here, and you guys over Instagram, happy to have you joining me right now. So yeah, but let me tell you something. Culture is such a, for me, it's such a joy to sit and observe culture, observe what people do in different parts of the world. When I travel, it's really one of my favorite things to do. So here's the thing. When I just got here, and when I got here on Monday, hey, when I got here on Monday, I I got here like in the morning, and so I came into my hotel room. I'm actually in my hotel room right now talking to you. So I came into my room and said, you know what, I'm going to chill for a bit. And then 6 o'clock, I decided in the evening, I decided, okay, I'm going to just take a little stroll. Granted, the hotel is in the heart of the town, yeah? So you would have thought that at 6 o'clock, the place would have been abuzz with activities. Let me tell you something. Yeah, for real. Let me tell you something. 6 o'clock, I went out, my hotel room, went on the road. The hotel is in the middle of the town. The place was like a ghost town. There was no activity, and I was shocked because I don't understand how the place could have locked down so early. There was no hardly any semblance of anybody here, right? I didn't get that. I didn't get that feel like people were, like people were out and stuff. No, but I was told that on the Friday evenings is when everybody starts to line in the town. And let me tell you something. Friday evening, I observed myself. The place was pouring, rain was pouring down, and I have no idea that so many people even live on the island, let alone in that one little area. It's called Heritage Square. It's in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So Heritage Square, right? So that is where I was. And then Friday, like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that time of the evening is like a ghost town, right? And then all of a sudden on Friday, if you're still here, Shari, Shari is also on Instagram right now, and she was in the workshop. She's going to continue the workshop that I'm talking about. So, Shari, when I came out on Friday evening, like it was a buzz with activities, and all the young people buzzing and they buying food and they buying liquor, and even though the rain was falling, everybody was actually out and stuff and enjoying themselves and having a great time. So Denise, to answer your question, Denise is on Facebook is asking what I'm doing in St. Vincent. I'm actually doing a fashion workshop. I was invited over by Tamika Brown, which is a fashion designer. Her design, she's a swimsuit designer. Her design is Tammy B design. So she's actually doing yeah, Friday, yeah. She actually organized a workshop for fashion people, fashion designers here, doing accessories and stuff. But yeah, so back to the story. So I came out and it was like, oh my gosh, I don't know where so many people came from. All of a sudden, like everybody was out and it was like one big deal. But apparently what has happened, because when I was talking to the country people here, the country persons living here, they're telling me that where the old airport is, because if you see the old airport, tiny, tiny something, now they have this huge airport, like, oh my God, Jamaica and other Caribbean islands, watch out, because once they start to get a direct flights into St. Vincent, is going to be something else, because right about now, thank you so much, right about now, happy by nature said good work, thank you. Right about now, you have to, there's no direct flights, hardly, I think there may be one, but there's hardly any direct flights from other parts of the world into St. Vincent, right? So you're glad I joined the friend line, yeah. So yeah, uh, they're just connecting flights, but now they have these huge airports, right? And I know the plan is afoot for them to have direct flights. So all the other islands around, they better watch out, because St. Vincent going to come hard. So where the old airport is where I'm understanding that they're contemplating to have the town, to relocate the town, because that's where most of the activities are happening. The town, not now going to the current town right now. So I actually took Denise, to answer your question. Denise asking me how I got here. I actually took a flight from Jamaica to Barbados. I had to overnight in Barbados, and I had a friend. I have a friend there, Andrea King, who is also a fashion designer. Her designer collection is Fifth Element. So I stayed with her for the Sunday night, and then I actually, hey Tristan, I actually came the Monday morning from Barbados into St. Vincent. Actually, the plane went Jamaica, Trinidad. It stopped in Trinidad. I never came off the plane. It stopped in Trinidad, and then it left Trinidad and went into Barbados, where I had to overnight. And then in the morning, I hopped on Leot, right? Because their Caribbean Airlines took me to Barbados, and then Leot now is where we connected. I connected from. Now, let me tell you something. if you would, hey, hi Lana, thank you for joining me. If you know about Leot, yeah, they say Leot means leave island anytime. My experience of being on Leot is has always been a terrible, horrible one. I'm always late, like always. But let me tell you something. When I was on that flight last Monday, there was a noticeable difference. Like I actually said to myself, no man, Leat is under new management. Like they're totally under new management. Yeah. Because first of all, they were both only, which is I don't really excuse any kind of lateness, whether 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever lateness is lateness. But given their history, they were only about 10 to 15 minutes late. And let me tell you something, they were so apologetic about being late. Usually when you're late, you're like a half a day, 1 day late, and nobody even says anything to you. That's how bad it was. But then the pilots and everybody, they were so apologetic and like, we're going to be leaving shortly. And this time the plane was clean and everything. I'm like, wow. So I was actually going to make a Facebook post because I'm always cussing them more than saying, you know what, you guys, terrible, terrible, terrible airline. And I'm going to need make that post because when something is good, when they're improving, we need to encourage them. And when I was talking with a friend, he says, when I shared my experience this time around, and he said, yeah, they have a new CEO. So hi, Verna, Clearwater, Florida. Oh, nice to have you. Right. So there's a new CEO in the house for Leat. Apparently, she was also in the system before, like some communications position before, and she's now in the CEO position, which is great because it's a noticeable difference. So I talked about my experience into getting into St. Vincent, and also my experience coming out on a evening to realize that, oh my gosh, it's like a ghost town. It's not like Jamaica where activities are even in the most rural of district. There's also some activities and you can find people any hours late at night. Like, and to find food, I'm looking for some street food. I'm still looking for street food in St. Vincent here, and I really can't find their street food. No, of course, Friday evening I took part in there. I bought some fish, fried fish. Hi, Mrs. Bloomy. Hello, I love when you guys join me. Please stay tuned and connect with me. I don't know if you know I have a podcast, The Entrepreneurial You, and I invite you to watch it. And so let me just quickly, I'm telling you so many things at once. I'm excited. Yeah, when I get excited, I tell you all kind of stuff at one time. So I'm going to be doing a podcast for Patois Parano. I've been doing the podcast under the Heneka Watkis-Porter brand, which is the entrepreneurial you. Now I'm going to be doing a podcast for Patois Person. Now you guys, you need to tell me what kind of fashion thing you'd want to see here a podcast. What kind of fashion podcast you listen to? It's going to be like a fashion lifestyle podcast where so you can help me to define that how you want it to be or how you'd like it to be. But anyway, so yesterday, no, oh my gosh, because I was about to leave St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the impression that what happens in Heritage Square in the town, that's like a replica of what happens in the entire island. No, we're in the south right now. Heritage Square is pretty much south. And yesterday, oh gosh, my friends, they took us to the northern end of the island, and at a place called Owaya, right? Owia. And guess what happened now? There's like 40 years ago, there was a volcano that erupted. So it's all the rocks, the volcanic rocks that make up part of the sea. We went to the beach, but it's all laden with volcanic rocks, all black and everything, and like, oh gosh, I mean, I took pictures. You can go on my Instagram page and you'll see some of the pictures that we took from yesterday. So when you go Heneka_Watkis_Porter, you will see some of the pictures that I took from that experience. It was something is that you're smack dead in the middle of nature. But on our way there, getting there, it was just so peaceful and just nice countryside with lots of activities and everything. And it's just so different from what is happening in the town area. So that experience for me is great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I'm looking forward, like I even went to the Blue Lagoon. It was a nice little dining area where where the yachts are and stuff, and nice food, nice environment. And Went to a night spot here as well. They call it Tree House, something like that, Tree something. Don't remember what it is. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. I'm also, like I said, I'm going to be presenting this week on the whole e-commerce thing, fashion, stuff like that, social media and things. So I'm looking forward to that. Have a nice group of, fashion designers, people who are talented. Um, Shari under what other brand makes some really lovely clutch purses and stuff. You should also check her out on Instagram. So yeah, great things are going. So that was just pretty much me sharing my experiences with you. It being here in St. Vincent now, it continues. I leave in a couple of days. I have a few more days on the island, but yeah, that's it. So I didn't want to leave you guys high and dry because I come on every 2 weeks and I share, right? But I decided, you know what, I'm here. Let me still share something. Let me share my experiences with you. Um, so yeah, if you've just joined this live, every 2 weeks I'm here on the Jamaicans.com platform and I share stories of inspiration. Sometimes I have interviews. Sometimes I have, oh, thank you so much, Mrs. Clooney. You too have yourself a great week, right? Sometimes, it depends. Like I just be me. It's not a structured live that I do. My podcast is already structured. I didn't need another structured show. It's just as free flowing as you get, with just me sharing a little something with you. So yeah, my video is being interrupted. I wonder why though. Because on my end here it seems pretty fine. So I'm not so sure. Is that happening on Instagram as well? Is the video being interrupted? Or I wonder if your connection, Vern, I'm not sure what it is because right here I don't see any interruption on my end. It could very well be, but I'm not seeing it. So but thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. So yeah. So any questions, anything you want to hit me with this week before I go? Oh yeah, okay. Instagram said it's good. Um, oh, you're in Vancouver. Donna is in Vancouver. This is the first time you're catching me, Denise. Great. So let me tell you a little bit about me for those first time persons. I am an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. I'm an author. Oh, let me show you two of my books. I so far I have three, pretty much four. So this is called Sermon Notes, which is a 52-week devotional for quiet meditation. This is my second book, and it's just a devotional. It helps you get through your day. Or it could be on your side, Verna, for real. Right. So this helps you to get through your day, the peaceful meditation, just go through just quiet to start your week. It's a weekly devotional. And then this is my first book, 15 Hints to Entrepreneurial Success, Lessons from a Caribbean Businesswoman. They're both available on Amazon. And I also have another book called Motivate, Inspire, Provoke. It's a book of quotes where I actually just take some of my favorite quotes. Some of them favorite quotes. Some of them are very what do you call them now? They're very provocative, and not necessarily all the stuff that they're not my thoughts exactly. But I just decided to share that with you guys. And I have a free ebook which I did for fashion, and those in my fashion class on I'm going to give you access to that book, right? Okay, so let me find okay. All right, let me see if I can find the Amazon link. 1 second, and share that with you. um Amazon, that you can just look for my name. But yeah, let me just find out. Share my page with you. I can also share. As a matter of fact, you know what? No, let me do this. Let me share my website with you, Denise, because my website, when you access my website, then you can actually access everything here. So you can access my podcast, and you can you do children entertainment. Would love to teach youth in Jamaica. Hook me up, send me a message and stuff, and we can see what happened. Guys, don't be afraid to direct message me. Send me an email. I'm putting the link here. HenekaWatkis-Porter.com. That is my website where you can get my books, you can get my podcast, you can get my blog, you can even access my t-shirt collection, which is a link to patwaapparel.com. Patwa Apparel, PATWA apparel.com. The podcast that you're looking for is called The Entrepreneurial You. So that is where every single week I interview global high impact entrepreneurs who can inspire the community of peak performers. So that is pretty much what I'm about. And you can share, feel free to share the link. If there's something that you get, some information that you get from it, that you're welcome, Denise, that you can, share and make other persons be empowered, because that's what I'm about. I live to empower. It is my dream. How I want to live my life and how I've been living my life is just it's not carefree because I know what I want, but I love freedom. I'm after freedom, so I pretty much want to be free. I am a location independent entrepreneur. So right now, as I'm in Saint Vincent, I am doing stuff, right, doing so many other things, and on the computer I can do my work, right. So I am pretty much on a workcation. Oh, it's what? It's 12:21 in. Oh, you're going to your bed. You're in Holland, yeah. Okay. Have a good night. Rest well, and I'll catch you in 2 weeks right here on this platform doing the same thing here. So right. So all about inspiration and stuff, and just working from wherever I want to work from, where I shouldn't be boggled down. Yeah, freedom is everything, and that's what I'm after. I'm in my hotel room. I'm thinking about my podcast, thinking about. I mean, as a matter of fact, I scheduled like so many episodes of my podcast. Like I have episodes up to April already done, so I don't have to worry myself that, oh my gosh, I don't have an episode. I have to go run and find somebody to interview. No, I schedule it. So yes, my darlings, please send the message. I schedule it so that I can be wherever, whenever. If I get an invitation to go do a speaking engagement, like I'll be doing in some other parts of the world pretty soon. I won't tell you where just yet. Just stay tuned because I'm going to. I mean, I do a lot of regional stuff, but it's going to be my first international speaking gig, which is coming up in 2018. I'll keep you posted. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, if you want to get, this is now on let me just put this here. If you want to get my free copy of my ebook, my free ebook, send me an email at henekawatkisporter@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send it to you. So that's it. So the podcast, the speaking, the writing, of course, Pato Apparel is the brand, and I'm going to be going heavily back into the designing aspect of it. I pretty much went on a break for a while. Of course, the shirts, the t-shirts are still available online, but I'm going to be doing like, ready to wear collection and everything. So you guys stay tuned for that. And of course, I want to shout out to Xavier Murphy, the brainchild of Jamaicans.com, which is keeping Jamaicans connected around the world, keeping us in the loop. It doesn't matter where we are, we can still know what's happening in Jamaica. So he's been doing this for a long time, and I really want to say big up and congrats to him as well, keeping the Jamaican flag flown very, very high. So do you guys have questions for me? If not, I'll just run off. I haven't eaten since I think 11 something when I left church. Yeah, so I'm gonna go on the road and get me some food. Yeah, in a bit. It's Sunday, the place still not lively, but at least I know I can get some stuff to eat. So yeah, that was just me sharing my little journey, what's happening here in St. Kitts. I mean, I keep saying St. Kitts. Oh gosh, yeah, St. Kitts is lovely too. The islands are so lovely. You guys know that, right? Jamaica is beautiful. I have to be biased to say it's the best, right? But the other islands are breathtakingly beautiful as well, right? And I love it. I love traveling. I love traveling overall. I love traveling to wherever. Um, I'm not really a US fan in terms of wanting to live or stuff or even traveling, but I transit through the US a lot. I definitely love Central America and South America as well. Okay. All right. Yes, my darling. Shari, I look forward to seeing you as well. So, guys, this is where I leave it. You can always send me a message. I'm on Facebook, Heneka Watkis-Porter, Instagram, Heneka_Watkis_Porter, Patwa Pride as well. I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn. Send me a message wherever you want to send it to, and you'll be sure to find me. So, until we talk again, have yourself an awesome, awesome, awesome week. All right. Blessings.